Alright, so not even a week has passed since the pet mutation update came out in Grow a Garden. And already, yeah, already, the devs have announced the next update right in the main Roblox menu. And get this, it's coming on July 19th, which is literally just 5 days away, maybe even less depending on when you're watching this video. And honestly, that's kind of wild. So in this video, I want to talk about what might, and I repeat might, be coming in the next update. Right now, we don't have any solid leaks or confirmations, but as we all know, there's one place that always gives us a pretty good idea of what could be added soon. The official Grow a Garden Discord, specifically the suggestions and Starboard channels. If you're not familiar with those, they're basically community-powered idea hubs. Devs often check them out, and some of the game's biggest features were actually inspired by ideas that started there. So today, I want to highlight some of the most upvoted and most creative suggestions, along with a few of my own concepts that I think could really fit in. Also, real quick, if you enjoy this type of content, or you're just excited for the next update, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. This is actually my third video, and I'm just getting started with Grow a Garden content. So yeah, leave a like, drop a comment if you have your own ideas, and let's get into it. Let's start with what you probably saw in the thumbnail or preview, the Void Rose. This one's been getting a lot of attention in the Discord, and for good reason. It's one of the most creative plant concepts I've seen. According to the post, the Void Rose would be a prismatic rarity item. And right off the bat, the visuals are stunning. It has this black hole aesthetic at the top of the flower that's supposed to be distorting space around it. And yeah, it's just such a cool vibe. Let me break down the stats for the Void Rose real quick, just so we're all on the same page. So, its purchase price is 10 billion shekels. Yeah, that's right, billion. Definitely not something you're buying early game. Its base weight is absolutely insane. 6 times 10 to the 25th kilograms. Just let that sink in for a second. It's basically as heavy as a small planet. The minimum sell price, 1 million shekels. So even though you're paying a crazy amount up front, it does give you some serious value back. It's a single harvest item, meaning you get one shot at harvesting it. And it has no weight variation, which makes it super consistent stat-wise. But here's the coolest part, and probably my favorite detail, its insane weight is actually because of a mini black hole that replaces the top of the flower. Like, how cool is that? This is the kind of plant that would totally shake up the game. Super rare, expensive, and just visually awesome. I'd love to see it paired with new mutation types too. Now moving on to a new pet idea that's been getting tons of love. The Dragon Pet. Now there isn't an official name yet, but here's the concept. Every 50 minutes, this dragon would mutate one random plant into a fire-based mutation. And not only that, but it also has a passive ability. Every plant with a fire mutation would have a small chance to spread that mutation to the plants nearby. So it kind of creates this chain reaction across your plot. This pet would become one of the strongest for mutation farming, especially with how much value fire mutations would bring. I imagine plants with fire mutations would have a higher base price, maybe a glowing ember effect or something fiery, and overall, this would be a super fun, high-value addition. Next up, let's talk about gear. Someone suggested something even rarer than the Master Sprinkler, and the concept is called the Heavenly Sprinkler. Here's the idea. It would last for a full 25 minutes, which is already longer than most gears. During that time, it would massively speed up both fruit growth and enlargement, by like 25 times the normal rate. And get this, the 10-minute mark, it would give itself a temporary stat boost, multiplying all its effects by 1.5x. It'd be either prismatic rarity, or maybe even something beyond that, like transcendent. Price-wise, we're talking around 5 billion shekels. And of course, it'd be insanely rare, probably around a 0.10% chance to even show up in the gear shop, if not lower. Now that is a premium item. It would be ridiculously rare, but also a serious game changer for advanced players who want to speedrun crops or grind events more efficiently. Alright, now let's look at some broader quality of life suggestions that came straight from the community. Pity system for seed packs and eggs. So people are getting frustrated opening 300 plus seed packs with nothing to show for it. So someone suggested a pity system where after a certain number of openings, like 350, you're guaranteed to get a 1% or 0.5% seed. Same idea for eggs. It keeps players motivated and reduces burnout, especially during event grinds. Also, more pet interactions, because right now, pets kind of feel like machines. But what if we could call pets to us, or pet them, or even rename them? It would make the whole experience feel more personal. Especially with all the new gears like toys and treats that require clicking, we need better ways to interact with our pets. Let's also add mini-games. During wait times, farming games can be a little slow when you're just waiting. So what if there were small mini-games, like obbies or memory games, that gave small, non-OP rewards? Just something to keep us entertained while stuff is growing or hatching. Maybe also add an incubator gear, a new craftable item that reduces egg hatch times. It could be made using pet boost gears and maybe a heat-related fruit, like an ember lily or a burning bud. Super on theme and very helpful. And lastly, inventory sorting system. Let us sort fruits alphabetically, group similar items together, and organize gears into sections, like sprinklers, tools, treats, etc. It would reduce clutter and make everything easier to find. Now here's a big update idea someone dropped that I loved. What if a massive meteor crashed into the world, ended the prehistoric era, and started the Ice Age? Like, imagine that. The map changes, snow starts falling, we get a full Ice Age event with frozen plants, new fruits, and mutations tied to cold or frost. There could even be snow-based pets or snowstorm weather. Total vibe shift, but in the best way possible. Also, the Discord was at 41 out of 75 stars on that post, so if you see it, go give it a thumbs up. So yeah, that's where we're at. The pet mutation update just dropped, and already we're looking forward to the next one on July 19th. Whether or not any of these suggestions get added, I think it's really cool to see how passionate the community is. And if the devs are watching, hey, maybe give some of these a serious look. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing, leaving a like, and dropping your own suggestions in the comments. I'd love to read through them and maybe feature some in a future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again real soon.